Hi everybody, it's Crystal. Today I'm going to show you how to make these poppy flowers. Here's a small one if you want to do a small one. They're probably about close to, these large ones are probably close to 4.5 inches maybe or so, and 2.5 maybe for the small one. I think they turned out good. I used a size I 5.5 millimeter, but that really just depends. You can use whatever size you want. A smaller needle will make a smaller flower. A bigger needle will make a bigger flower. And I used Caron Simply Soft. It's a 4-ply worsted weight acrylic. But you can use any kind of scrap yarn that you have. I think they turn out really good. I used to be a landscape designer until I gave it up in 2010 so I could homeschool my kids, but I used to design landscaping, and poppies were always one of my favorite flowers to work with. They're so pretty, especially the red. I always love the red poppies. Big fields of them. Okay, well let's go ahead and get started and I'll quit blabbing. Okay, I'm going to start off with my center color with the slip stitch. And now I'm going to do a chain of 4. And then I'm going to slip stitch into my first to form a ring. That. And then I'm going to do a chain of 3, which is going to count as a double crochet. And I'm going to have a total of 12 double crochets, counting that chain 3. So I'm going to go ahead and do 11 more through the center of the ring. Okay, let me count real quick. Counting that chain 3, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And counting that chain 3, I need 12. So there's 10, 11, and there's my 12th one. Now I want to go ahead and slip stitch into the top of my chain 3 to close that round out. And I can pull my tail to make that center circle a little smaller, like that. I'm going to tie off my yarn right here. When I'm working in a round, I like to tie my yarn off at every color change. I think it makes it look smoother that way. That's just me though, but I know a lot of people just continue with the same color. I'm going to go ahead and just hide this tail back here real quick. Okay. So there's our center. Now you want to get your the color that you're going to use for your petals, and we'll start with a slip knot on that. And I know it's going to be hard to see, I guess, because it's black, but we're going to just be going through the front loop only. See how there's 2 loops here? Probably cannot see it because it's black, but we just go through the very front one. The very front loop of it. Like that. Go through that slip knot that's on your hook. Now do a chain of 3. And go back through, and we're going to put 3 more double crochets through the same stitch. Just like that. Now we're going to work over to the next stitch, working in the front loop of the stitch only. We're going to put 4 double crochets. Like that. Now we're going to move over to the next stitch, working in the front loop of that stitch only. We're going to be putting 4 double crochets. And we're going to be putting 4 double crochets in every stitch around, only working in the front loop. By the front loop, if you can't really see it down there, it's the first loop. This is the front loop. See how every stitch has 2 loops? When I'm working on that middle, the black part that you can't see, I'm only going through the first and leaving that back stitch open. So I'm going to continue around, putting 4 double crochets in each of the front loops of every stitch all the way around. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'll meet you back around at the beginning. I made it back around after putting 4 double crochets in every stitch, and now I want to close it by slip stitching into the top of the very first chain 3 that we did, like that. Now that could be a nice small poppy flower right there if you wanted it to be. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger, so what I'm going to do is chain 3 again, and I'm going to go around and put 2 double crochets in every stitch this time, all the way around, just like this. I'm not working in the front loops anymore. I'm just working in the both loops. Just going around, and I'm putting 2 doubles in each stitch, just like this. And I want to do that until I get all the way back around to my starting point, and I'll meet up with you there. You make it back around on that round after putting 2 double crochets in each stitch. You want to go ahead and slip stitch into your very first chain 3, and then I'm going to tie off, and I'm going to hide my tails. Get all your tails hidden. So what it should look like. I did a couple more here. It's a small one with just one row, but I think they turned out pretty cute. I hope you were able to follow along okay, even with that black. Hope you could see it okay. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and check out all my other tutorials, and you can come over and check me out on Facebook and post all your crochet items on there. And until next time, have a good day.